Cobra Kai Season 6 is broken into 3 separate parts, and it's releasing separately for 3 individual arcs. And let me tell you what, man. I forgot how good this show is. This first arc was awesome. We're not talking spoilers yet, so don't worry. But just every decision in this show, it just feels right. And the creators of the show, like here, I'm just gushing about the show right now. The creators of the show are such hardcore fans of Karate Kid that it's just like, fans making a TV show, making it, and it's perfect, dude. Like every decision is just that it just fits. Like it helps with immersion, and that's why I love it so much. Like with Star Wars, you have these new people coming in. It's not George Lucas coming in and making decisions, and it's not a decision George Lucas would make, and so it doesn't feel like it fits in with the canon. And so I can't buy in. I can't believe it because it doesn't, even if I want to, I can't, because it doesn't feel like Star Wars. But with Cobra Kai, it does. This is how Johnny acts. This is how Daniel acts. This is how the characters act. This is what I want to see. It feels like we are still in the Karate Kid universe, and this is what would happen. This is what is happening. When I watch Cobra Kai, I'm not thinking, oh, that's what the writers decided to do. That's what the director is doing in this episode. I'm not. I'm saying, hey, yo, that's Daniel, that's Johnny, that's Miguel, that's Hawk, and that's what they're doing this season. I don't have to question. I don't have to worry about the writing and the acting, and it's just on point. The decisions are on point. And season 6 so far, this first arc, it's so good, dude. I forgot. I really did. I forgot how good the show is. Yes, it can get a bit like drama, soap opera. Like I'm watching a high school soap opera, and that can get annoying. Like that. There was like a pool episode last season that really felt like that. Like 2 warring high school gangs coming at each other for like relationship drama and that type of stuff. You know what I mean? But there's so much other stuff going on, and in this season, it's just they're not holding back, man. It's this season. I mean, I need to go back and watch the other seasons, but it feels like they upped the visual quality. And dude, just watch it, man. If you haven't seen Cobra Kai, definitely. Highly recommended. So let's get into the episodes. There's 5 episodes in part 1. So I'm imagining each arc, each part of season 6 is going to have 5 episodes. So we're going to go through each one briefly, and we'll talk about some spoilers. And this first episode is a perfect example of how the decisions they make, because the way we left off in season 5, Miyagi-Do and Eagle Fang have joined forces, right? Remember Cobra Kai, Johnny left Cobra Kai, started Eagle Fang, and now he's joined forces with Miyagi-Do. So now what are they going to do with the uniforms? What are they going to do with the name? Are they calling it Eagle Fang? Are they calling it Miyagi-Do? Because, what's going to happen, right? So the kids decide to come up with a decision and come up with a logo and everything. And they call it Miyagi Fang Karate, and it's a logo of Miyagi with fangs, and there's like blood, and it's kind of more of a Cobra Kai Eagle Fang type of vibe, but with Miyagi on there. And obviously Daniel-san is like, yo, this is disrespectful. Chosen is like, this is disrespectful. And so they all get in a fight as to what the direction of the group is going to be, because Chosen and Daniel want to carry Miyagi's legacy forward into the future, and if they change the name, they're not going to get what they want, right? And Johnny literally built Eagle Fang from the ground up. He built it with his 2 bare hands. It means a lot to him, so he doesn't want to give it up. And the way they deal with that whole situation is fantastic. Chosen and Johnny decide to fight, and whoever wins gets to, that's what the name is going to be for the group moving forward. Chosen doesn't want to back down. Johnny doesn't want to back down. Johnny has his heart-to-heart with Stingray that seems to come out of nowhere, but it's just perfect. And Johnny realizes Eagle Fang is a remnant of Cobra Kai, John Kreese's legacy, so he's willing to let that go. And he comes to acceptance with going with Miyagi-Do moving forward. And so that's a huge step forward for his character. And in order to commemorate that, what they do is they add an eagle soaring into the sunset over the bonsai tree on the Miyagi-Do logo, and it looks so good. Like, it's just the perfect choice. It's the perfect decision. Things like that is what I love about the show, man. It's like, I don't have to question. I don't have to be like, dang, I wish they did that. Dang. At first, I was like, Miyagi-Fang is perfect. It's like, that's so good. But where they ended up with is so much better. And it's perfect, dude. So the end of episode 1, we find out John Kreese is back, right? He broke out of jail. He's back. And episode 2, he went to see his former master. And this man is relentless. We got a flashback. This guy is holding his granddaughter up by the throat. It's like a cult, that group. Master Kim, Sensei Kim. And you just see the origins of Cobra Kai, because this is where Cobra Kai comes from. So Kreese is back there to get his blessing from his former master before they join in the Sekai Taikai. And dude, they have like this, it's literally Luke Skywalker entering the cave to face Darth Vader. It's John Kreese entering this cave to shed his weakness. And it's crazy because John Kreese is essentially Palpatine in this show. So you have John Kreese entering into this cave, and there's a cobra there. Like he's supposed to go and retrieve this knife. That was his test. And there's a cobra there. And so he goes and he tries to grab the knife, but the cobra bites him. And so I'm thinking, yo, John Kreese is dead. He just got bit by a cobra. And so he experiences these hallucinations. He's seeing Johnny, and he fights with Johnny. It's literally like Luke and Vader. Like Luke killed Vader in that hallucination. Johnny literally John Kreese broke Johnny Lawrence's leg, literally, and twisted his head and broke his neck. John Kreese is capable of killing Johnny Lawrence. Dude, what? So he kills Johnny, sheds his weakness, and he realizes what he needs to do. He realizes where his focus was. He's got his eye on the prize now. So he goes, instead of going for the cobra, he goes for the knife. He grabs a knife, dude, slits that cobra's neck off, right? It slits that cobra's head off. And that's when he realizes, in order to defeat someone with heart, because Miyagi-Do has heart, in order to defeat someone who has heart, you need to be heartless. While that's going on, we got Miguel, we got Hawk, we got all the boys. They're the time to apply for colleges and everything. So they go, I forgot what university they were at, but they were at, remember Kyler? They were at his university, and that fat dude, the one that Hawk beat up, they were there at like a frat party, and everybody's clowning on Kyler. Miguel stands up for him, and the whole Cobra Kai, the whole Miyagi-Do squad goes in and just beats up all the frat guys. That was cool, man. That was cool to see. It's cool to see because Hawk beat up that fat dude, and so it's cool to see the interaction between them. It's cool to see the interaction between Kyler and Miguel. Like, these are enemies, and they're coming together. Because Kyler is in a very different place right now, right? He was being hazed by those frat guys, and Miguel helped him, stand on his 2 feet again, and he got accepted into another fraternity. And then in the other corner, you got Johnny Lawrence getting a job at Daniel LaRusso's dealership. He comes in with a suit and a briefcase and everything, and he's a salesperson, and he's a natural at it. So those first 2 episodes, I'm already loving the show. Like, this season 6 is off to a fantastic start. I'm like, yo, Cobra Kai is amazing. And it continues on with the rest of the episodes. Episode 3, you find out things about Miyagi's past. Miyagi was a thief. He beat up people. Like, what's going on? They found a chest with all these secrets in there. He lied about his age, who he was. What? And so that affected Daniel to a great degree. And while Daniel is busy trying to wrap his head around all of this, Johnny is busy having a slumber party with a couple of girls. Tory and Sam haven't been able to fight well. Like, they made up. right? So they haven't been fighting. So Johnny's master plan is to have a slumber party, and at slumber party, especially girls' slumber parties, uh, a lot of drama ensues. And so and so Johnny is attempting to stir up some drama between the two to get that spark back so that they can, they can get on their karate game and start fighting. He stole Miguel's and Robby's phones, and he's texting Sam and Tory, "Hey, mamacita," or something. I forgot what he said, but he's just trying to he's just trying to start a fire and fuel that fire between the two, between Tory and Sam, and it didn't work. It didn't work at all. And so they leave the party, but then they start arguing amongst themselves. And then you see Johnny like, yes, 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 they're fighting. But then they make up. That whole scenario was just hilarious. And he ended up getting what he wanted. It may not have happened the way he wanted, but he got what he wanted in the end. So, hey, it worked. It worked. By the way, while they're doing all this, the Korean fighters, John Kreese is with Sensei Kim, right? And all these Korean fighters. It's like I'm watching a whole K drama right now, with what's going on with John Kreese now, the Korean fighters. They're intense, dude. They're actual, like, they're not actors and whatnot, right? They're literally, I mean, they're actors, obviously acting in the show, but they're literally martial artists. And you can see that, dude. I don't know how. Yo, they're about to body Miyagi-Do. The top guy in their class literally got stripped from his patch by the wild card in the team. That wild card literally obliterated everybody. And John Kreese is so smart with it. The wild card in the team was the unpredictable. I mean, that's literally what wild card means. He's the unpredictable one. And they wanted to get him in line. So what did John Kreese do? He fed his ego. He brought out his hatred. He reinforced the fact that he could be heartless. And that wild card dude literally bodied everybody in his dojo, took the patch for himself, and claimed his spot at number one. The number one guy already falls in line, right? He follows the rules to the T, which is why he's number one. He follows orders. So now you put the wild card on top. He has a reason now. He has a reason now to behave a certain way, because he needs to lead. He's only under the master, under the sensei. So everybody else falls in line. It's perfect, dude. That's what I'm saying, man. The show makes the perfect decision. Now, in episode 4, with the Sekai Taikai approaching, we got to narrow down, because it's a 6-man team. Who are we going to have on the team? And they're going to be having it in Spain, by the way. So that's cool, right? Who are they going to have? Who are they going to send over? I mean, you think it might be easy, right? Hawk, Miguel, Robby, Tory, Sam. Who could be the last one? Dimitri? I don't know, right? But it's pretty much right there who's going to be going. But it's that last spot. Could it be Dimitri? Could it be Kenny? Could it be Devin? Who could fill that spot? So Daniel and Johnny can't agree on a match, because Daniel wants his son there. Johnny wants Devin there because, she's Eagle Fang, from the ground up, everything, So what they do is they bring in Bucky Barnes, and they essentially have like this whole battle royale, man, trying to decide who is going to be in the top 6. By the way, Hawk is my favorite character. And dude, that mohawk, that mohawk he has going on in this episode, he's got the entire American flag. He's got the entire American flag on his head. Dude is about to represent America in the Sekai Taikai in Spain. Hawk is the best character. Well, Johnny Lawrence and Hawk are my absolute 2 favorite characters on this show. So anyways, right? They break it down, right? They try and figure out who is going to be going on this journey to the Sekai Taikai, and Devin actually cheats, right? They break it down to 12, and then from the 12 they try to break it down to 6, and at the end they got this tiebreaker, and Devin cheats. She pours laxatives into Kenny's water bottle, and so he got her into the porta potty. And so the final 2 are Dimitri and Devin. But then in episode 5, something tragic happens. Tory loses her mom. Her mom passes away. And dude, the acting is good, man. Tori's acting is good. She looked completely broken. And she comes to Miyagi-Do to fight Sam because they're having two matches to determine who the captains are, right? They have Robby versus Miguel and Tory versus Sam. Robby won the first fight. And that was awesome to see, man, because he's always come in second place. But at the same time, Miguel wanted to have the position of captain because it would look good on his portfolio for Stanford. So that's going to have some tension there. I mean, it already did. And then now it's this fight between Sam and Tory. You can see she's been crying and she's just unleashing her frustration onto Sam. And they see this, like, something is off. And then Daniel's mom gets a phone call and tells Daniel, and Daniel is like, "Yo, we gotta stop this fight. We gotta stop this fight." I mean, they didn't want to make it public, but Tory just blurted it out. "My mom died." Dude, that's sad, man. That's sad. And she wanted to fight. She wanted to fight so bad. Like, this is what she needed to do. Her mom wanted her to be a fighter. She's fighting for her. I need to do this. I need to fight. But they were like, "No, you're not in the right headspace. You don't do this right now, Tory." And so she's like, "Fine. You don't forget this. I'm out of here." She marches out. Kreese already had came back into her life and let her know, "Hey, the door's open." And that's the thing, dude. The bad guy is the constant. He's always there lurking in the shadows, waiting for you when you're at your lowest. When you're ready to crawl back to him, he's right there, you know? And that's exactly what happened. She crawled back to John Kreese. And Johnny Lawrence was so upset with Daniel because he understood what it was to be in that place. Like, this is the time. Like, I want to let it out. I just want to fight. You know, I'm in this emotional turmoil, and I use this as my therapy. And that's what that's what Tory was doing, and that's what Johnny was trying to get across to Daniel. But it was too late. Miyagi-Do marches over to the Sekai Taikai. All the teams are coming in. John Kreese comes in with his team. All those Korean fighters, dude. I don't know how they're going to handle that, man. And then Tory comes in. It's literally like Palpatine. John Kreese is Palpatine, and Tory is Anakin Skywalker. He literally turned her to the dark side. Her mom died, and he turned her to the dark side. She's literally Anakin Skywalker. Dude, I just realized that. Her mom died, and he turned her to the dark side. She's literally Anakin Skywalker, dude. But that's it for Cobra Kai Season 6, Part 1. Absolutely fantastic start. This was such a good start, man. Cobra Kai is such a good show. If you have not watched Cobra Kai, definitely go back, start at Season 1, and then watch the shows. Dude, actually, go back to Karate Kid 1. Watch the Karate Kid movies and then watch Cobra Kai, because there's so many Easter eggs. Just seeing the character, because I'm telling you, man, it's the best handled continuation of a franchise that I've ever seen. So seeing the beginnings of the franchise and seeing how they continue it is part of the journey. It's part of the fun. So definitely watch the Cobra Kai movies before you watch. If you guys have seen Part 1 of Season 6, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. What did you guys think about the episode so far? What do you guys think about Cobra Kai? Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.